This video is on statistical software analysis for RMS 4900. The default statistical software that most social scientists use is SPSS, which stands for Statistical Package for the Social Sciences. It's from the now from the IBM Corporation. It is available through IBM directly through subscription, perpetual licenses, and academic editions. Fortunately for us, we don't need to be paying this much money or have a limited free trial. There is a page provided by IBM, this website up here, which gives you several different things like studentdiscounts.com with extended support, journeyed.com, all these different places you can get access to SPSS if you need to, while you still have some kind of academic affiliation. Generally, either a student ID or a .edu email address will suffice. Personally, I bought my subscription through studentdiscounts.com, and you can see here different pricing, $34 for 6 months. If you have a more in-depth analytical need, you can get the premium pack for 3 years for $300 while you're still a student. Look at the savings there, down from $2,300. Much better deal. However, for our purposes, in this course, we don't really need to spend any money. Fortunately, DU has partnered with SPSS to provide us with some of these software packages. If you are logged into Pioneer Web and you go to the Resources tab, in the middle here, there's this Applications and Downloads section. You can download SPSS for Mac. Note that the default is Mac. I did not notice that the very first time I downloaded this and couldn't figure out why it wouldn't work. Then I realized I have a Windows PC and I had downloaded the Mac software. Don't be like me. Be smarter. Make sure you're using the right operating system. So for me, that would mean clicking over to Windows and then clicking on this Get SPSS 25 link. There's also this About SPSS link that we will also need, because that takes us to a login knowledge base thing from DU, which has the very important authorization code right here. So in step 6, section 1, authorization code, you'll need that not to download the software, not to install the software, but to actually run the software. So you get the code through the knowledge base, again through the About SPSS 25 or 26, depending on which one you want to install, and then to actually get the file, you click on either Get 25 or Get 26. And when you do that, it starts downloading it directly from Pioneer Web. So once you have installed it and open it for the first time, you'll need to go through these steps to make sure that it's all actually recognizing that it not only is installed, but also that you have an appropriate license. A warning though, the SPSS currently, they are providing it, IBM is providing it to academic institutions, but it expires on December 30th, 2020. So that's coming up here pretty soon. After that point, you would have to go through one of the alternative sources, studentdiscounts.com, what have you, and purchase it yourself. But fortunately for you, there is an additional alternative. New operating system, which is a free software kind of collective or collaborative that is intended to provide high quality software for free to the general public. New is specifically a distribution of Linux, but don't worry if you don't have a Linux operating system. If you are like me on a Windows PC or you're using a Mac, most of the software still works with any of these software operating systems. Sorry. So all of this software is again totally free. There is no uh, academic restriction. There is no usage restriction. So you can use this in any private enterprise or any thing you may want to or need to. So that again is new.org. And if we switch over to the software PSPP-get, so the link is up here and I'll make sure it's posted with this video, you can get PSPP, again, if you have a Linux distribution, so Raspbian, Ubuntu, any of those, you can download it through the command line. But if you're like most users, you probably have a Windows or Mac, so you'll need to come down here to one of these, their respective Windows or Mac distribution. And for instance, I go through the Windows installer, and then it gives me a bunch of mirrors that I can download the software from. I do strongly recommend downloading the most up-to-date software, which right now is this one right here, 2020, September 5th, and that has the most comprehensive distribution. Once you click on that link, it does take you to SourceForge, and you can then immediately start downloading it. It does prompt automatically, so don't panic if you see something downloading suddenly. That's what it's supposed to do. Once you open it and install it, you then have a free version of something that can cost up to $100 per user per month, which seems like kind of a good deal to me. And for our purposes, I will post a additional follow-up video actually going through the process of adding in data to PSPP and to SPSS in case you have decided that you would rather stick with the kind of more official, more well-known version. So hopefully you now feel confident that you can get either SPSS or PSPP.